All right, and it says that we are live according to the mighty StreamYardness of things. Let me just go ahead and check in on YouTube. All right, and it looks like I am alive and I am broadcasting in purple, you know, like every person's dream, right? And I'd actually like to darken that purple up a little bit. So I think I'm going to go in there and just play with that. Let's see. Can we? Ooh, wow, I got real dark real quick. Like that Madam Web trailer for a Spider-Man film. Boom. I got my fight on. Let's do this. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and glovel up. I'm just full of them tonight. I'm full of them. I'm brilliant. I'm on a roll. Breakfast roll or something. I don't know. Okay. All right. That was probably too much. Okay, and why do I have... Okay, can we get rid of those? That is so weird. I don't want to get rid of those, but yeah, it's treating them as being... Okay, that was so weird. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to understand it. Sometimes you just got to roll with the punches. So, all right, in the meantime, let me see. I'm going to go ahead and put up a featured question in the chat, and hopefully you guys can answer it. Let's see. What are some reasons to buy games, or actually to just not buy games for the Nintendo Switch? And I'm going to go ahead and just put that up. I'm going to give it a star, and then I'm actually just going to show it off. So when you guys come into the chat, check it out, take a look at what the question is, and do your best to give it an answer. And since we don't currently have anyone here, I'm going to continue playing Marvel Puzzle Quest because that's just what I do when I am on stream and no one is around. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope you don't mind. And if you do, then come and keep me company earlier and demand my attention more. That's how you get me away from this game. So I like the purple branding color though. I like that. I think that looks good. So and if anyone's curious, and you're probably not, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyways. I am basically playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. I'm doing one of the daily um, like story maps essentially. And I'm just basically going through and making sure that I get as high a score as possible, that I get as many of the little prizes as possible. So that way I can continue to build up my roster and have a kick-ass Marvel Puzzle Quest team and experience. So, all right. And with that said, we're going to continue on. Again, I'm on one of the easy maps. You guys can't see the game because I have not thought to put it up. And usually when I've done it in the past, no one's been that interested anyways. It requires sharing my phone. That comes with its own issues. Although I do have a subscription to Visor, which is actually pretty decent for what it does. So I like that we didn't even have to face Yelena. Just knocked her on her rear end, like you do. All right. And then let's see. And I'm thinking once we are done here tonight, we can go ahead and probably stay on this channel and play some Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So I, you know, I mean, all things being equal, I would have like played the game to completion by now, but like stuff keeps coming up and other games keep coming out and there's all kinds of cool stuff that I want to play, and it's not like Tears of the Kingdom is a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that there is so much to do in that game. Is it worth 10 points? I don't know if it's worth 10 points. I guess I'll do it since I've got the time. So, all right. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and do that. Knock Bullseye out on his rear end. And then kill off Venom too, because I'm that good. And this map is vastly underleveled for what I've chosen. But, you know, we do what we've got to do, right? You do what you got to do to get ahead. Yeah, you do. Okay. And there goes Venom. Bye-bye, Venom. Have a nice life. Nobody loves you. And we're moving on. Okay. So, oh my God, Venom just will not go away. He's everywhere. Venom, why you so popular? We don't get it. Oh, excuse me. All right. My name's Venom. I will not go away. My name is Venom. I think I'm here to stay. Okay, and I think we've zeroed that one out. Good. What have we got here? What have we got here? Ooh, these guys are worth at least 220. They're level 225. Okay, all right. We can do this. We can knock these guys down a peg or three. All right, and boom. Oh, come on. Stole that from me. Stole two of them from me and got an extra move. Kind of hate you right now. Okay, well, here. Take that, you traitors, even though you're not on my team. All right, well, that is an interesting one. It is one that have I have some feelings about. You guys are sticking around. I'm not crazy about it. That's right. I do not like them. They're like green eggs and ham, Sam I am. There we go. We got rid of them. They gone. They gone. We're good. All right, we're gonna get one more of those, I hope. Okay, and down we go. Nobody knows where Gobo goes, and if you get that reference, then shout it out so that I can pay you the respect you deserve. All right, let's see. Knock that guy out. Next for Dakin, Dakin the Kraken. I'll just call him that. I'm sure he loves it. He doesn't have any issues with people calling him anything. I think he just likes to be acknowledged. I think people just forget who he is. And he's like, hey, I matter. And you do, Dakin the Kraken. You matter. I don't know how much you matter, but you do. All right, we're going to move on. And yep, what are we going to do here? Now, let's go ahead and just start forming extra special tiles. All right, there we go. Took down Ragnarok like he was nothing, because he is. We already took down Dakin, so I guess he doesn't matter. And there goes Gargan Venom. Good night, Gargan Venom. Have good sleeps. Don't forget your boxing gloves. Okay, let's see. I like Well, no, I really don't like any of these options, but, we don't always get to make the fun choices. Sometimes you have to choose between Crocs and slippers. That can be an excruciating choice for reasons best left undiscussed. All right. Really can't do anything with any of my special tiles, huh? That kind of sucks. I blame you, Dakin, so I'm taking you off the board. Okay, and okay. All right, we're almost done here, fellas. Not seeing a lot of people in the room as it is, but that's okay. That is okay. I've got the MPQ to keep me occupied. So, um, and again, guys, remember when you come on in, a couple of things. Be sure to thwip the like button. It does help me out quite a bit. And then also be sure to answer this question that I've got at the bottom right here. What are some reasons to not buy games for the Nintendo Switch? I'm not talking about like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy any games for the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch is an excellent console. What I'm saying is, if there are games that are on the Switch and on PC or the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X or whatever the hell they're calling the right one these days, um, why should you buy games for those systems as opposed to the Switch? I realize that question's probably not the best phrased, so I'm going to go ahead and try another one. Um, what are some reasons to not buy uh what are they called? Cross-platform games, maybe? Hold on. Yeah, let's go ahead and use the term cross-platform, and we'll go ahead and we'll unstar the previous question. We'll star this one, and then we'll go ahead. There we go. All right, I feel that maybe that is a little bit clearer, and like it will give you guys like hopefully you didn't think I was already saying just don't buy any games for the Nintendo Switch. That's definitely not what I'm saying. Switch is a good console. I just think that for the time being, I'm going to be purchasing games like when I do buy games for my Nintendo Switch, they are basically going to be Nintendo exclusive games only, with maybe one or two minor exceptions. But yeah, what are some reasons to buy games for like Steam or the PC as opposed to the Nintendo Switch if you've got the option to choose between the two. So this is one of the questions that I am pondering tonight, and once I get those last couple of rounds done in Marvel Puzzle Quest, I will be glad to to tackle this question in a bit greater detail. So all right, we've got two Allens here tonight. I see Alan, Alan. How you doing? And Alan Copeland. How are you guys this evening? What is up? What is new? How is your weekend going? Tell me, tell me. Let me know what you've been up to so we can talk about that as well. I've had a pretty chill day today. I kind of hung out with Trouble. And when I say hung out with Trouble, like we basically took naps together because I love that cat. And whenever she like curls up next to me, I go to sleep. She's like she's like a sleep inducer. It's really nice, actually. So, all right, and then I'm gonna be a fool and go and put in one more go at this for a measly 33 points. But you know, and of course, dude goes and steals my intended match because that's what they do. But we're gonna get Ares off the board. really, really soon. And now it's time to kill off Dakin. Dakin the Kraken. Anyways, so talk to me, fellas. What are you up to? How is your weekend going? Anything new and exciting going on? I did a stream earlier on my main channel where we talked about the some movies that I hadn't seen that were on the Internet Movie Database's top 250 films. That was actually a pretty fun stream, and we'll probably do that again. We might do it tomorrow night. We'll see. I'll be recording an episode of the Webline during the day, so that won't be happening during the day, but we can always come back in the evening. We're actually having a gathering here at the house tomorrow. It's kind of our pre-Thanksgiving, like Friendsgiving event, and so it's funny because my tomorrow's guest has been on the podcast before. His name is Steve Moore, and when he and I get together, we basically take a look at all the old covers from Amazing Spider-Man during the 1960s, and we rate the covers. It's basically a tier list episode where we decide what tier each of the covers goes in. And so he's going to get here and we're going to do the podcast. We're going to do that episode. I think we're doing issues like 21 through 42 or something like that. And then like 2 of the annuals. And then once that's done, the Friendsgiving event will have started. So we will be able to just like leave here and go downstairs and hang out with people and eat food. And I'm thinking it will be quite delicious. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun. I think the episode itself will be good. I always look forward to having Steve over. And Steve actually like lives in the neighborhood, so or close to the neighborhood. So he's able to just come over, which is awesome. So I think at this point he's the only guest I've had in the same room with me. There are 1 or 2 other guests that I could do that with, but it's usually just more convenient to do these episodes from our respective homes. So, anyways. All right. Excuse me. So, in the interest of not keeping you guys waiting anymore, let's see. It is now 8:50 and we've been streaming for about 18 minutes. So I want to talk a little bit about why I'm doing this particular stream. I've been thinking about this lately, and I'm very like I've got 3 different ways of playing, well, 4 different ways of playing video games. All right. And I'm talking like fairly, like current term gen gaming. So I've got a Nintendo Switch, which I love. I'm not attempting to denigrate the Switch at all with this. I've got a PlayStation 5, which I got specifically because I knew Spider-Man 2 was going to be coming out for it. Excuse me. I've got my PC. And usually I buy games through Steam and I do it that way. And then I've got my Android phone. And sometimes I will play games on my Android phone. Like I was playing Marvel Puzzle Quest right before I started, actually paying attention to the stream because people were now here, So that's always nice. But I've recently kind of come to what I think is a fairly emotionally driven decision here. And I have my reasons for doing it, and I think I would like to make a video on this topic for this channel as opposed to my main channel. And at this point in time, it's just that I feel like with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions going forward, I'm probably only going to buy games for my Nintendo Switch that are Nintendo exclusives. All right. So what this basically means is it's either just out only for the Switch, or it is just like a Nintendo game that you can play on the Switch. Like a lot of old like Zelda games and stuff like that come to mind. And I think there's kind of there's a couple of reasons that I'm doing this. And I think that like I think that I want to try to enumerate on the ones that I have the strongest opinions about right now. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just start numbering these and putting them in the chat. But it's essentially what are some reasons not to buy cross-platform games for the Nintendo Switch? This really isn't the question I'm answering, although it probably will. That the answers that I give will probably fit the question. What I'm basically answering is why am I only going to buy Nintendo exclusive games for the Nintendo Switch? All right. And the first reason is that Nintendo is uh, how to put this. Nintendo's games are optimized for Nintendo systems, basically. Um, a lot of non Nintendo games are not. So I guess you could say a lot of cross-platform games are not. And that's not to say, again, because I know that the Switch is probably the least powerful system of the kind of console slash PC routes out on the market. Um, I'm not particularly interested in a whole lot of power, but I've watched videos of a lot of YouTubers who will show you, for instance, like Red Dead Redemption, and how like they look on the Switch versus how they look on the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 5 or the PC or something like that. And so I feel like a lot of developers will make like they'll take their games and they will basically make a port that will play on the Nintendo Switch, but they won't really they won't really sit down, do the work, and optimize it. And so I feel like, like Nintendo is going to take care of people who are on the Switch and put the most effort into their games. And so I really kind of feel like, your Marios, your Zeldas, your Metroids, your, I don't know, Splatoons. I don't really play Splatoon, but that's another Nintendo exclusive property or mostly exclusive property. And I mean, like when those games come out, they are just they are made to run on the Switch. They look amazing. I've considered getting like Skyrim for my Nintendo and or for my Switch, and I'm just can't bring myself to do it. So that's one reason. Okay, that's one of the big ones. Is that I feel like Nintendo is going to take care of its players. A lot of third party develop. I'm not saying that a lot of third party developers don't, but there's enough examples of those who just do just enough to make it so that it can go over to the Switch and not much more than that. That it's kind of like, yeah, okay. So that's one reason. All right. Um, let me see. So that kind of factors into the power requirements and everything too. But I mean, uh, optimization is just, oh my god, that I think I'm going to erase that chat. Hold on. That last one that I made. Nintendo's games are Nintendo systems. That is stupid. Hold on. So Nintendo games are optimized for Nintendo systems. A lot of cross-platform games are not. All right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead and just throw that one in there. That's reason number one for me. I can't delete this one. I can put myself in timeout or I can ban myself and delete my comments, but that's all I can do. I can't remove individual comments. So that's one answer. Like that is one answer where I'm just kind of like, yeah, when it's made in-house for the in-house product, then it's just gonna run smoother. All right. Zelda, Mario, and Metroid, says Alan Copeland. That's the generally accepted holy trinity of Nintendo, of Nintendo mascots. You have your holy trinity of Avengers. You have Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man, and then for the Nintendo you have Zelda, Mario, and Metroid. Those are kind of like the three properties right there. So yeah, no, I totally get it. So all right, okay. So reason number two, and this is probably very petty of me, and I've decided I don't care. All right. I like my gaming experiences the way that I like them. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just as number two, um, the Switch does not have an achievement system. All right. No achievement system. And that is something that occasionally just kind of irks me. I'll be playing a game and I really like the kind of hit that you get when, like in Spider-Man, if you platinum a game or if you just get a trophy. And it's like, okay, well, why doesn't the Switch have something like that? And I realize they're trying to be different. They're trying to be not the same as like, PlayStation and Microsoft and that's fine, but I think that like if you take the game Stardew Valley, that actually has an in-game achievement system where you can look up achievements in your inventory. It's one of the reasons that I like Stardew Valley like on the Nintendo Switch. I'm actually considering also purchasing Stardew Valley for the PC though. I don't know if it has any I don't know if it has any like Steam achievements or anything like that. But really, achievement systems, I think, are a lot of fun. I know that a lot of people come out against achievement systems. It's like, it's just another list of things for you to do. Hey, you don't have to do the achievements if you don't want to. I like them. They give me kind of some guidance on things that I might want to accomplish and just kind of like ways that I can, kind of really experience like the fullness of a game. And it really does bother me that the Switch never like never even seems to have bothered to consider implementing some kind of a an achievement system. And I really wish they'd do that, but unfortunately they don't. And that kind of sucks. So, all right. So let's see what else. What else? I mean, I think if I want to make a video of this, I have to have at least three reasons. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and give a third one. And again, if you guys have any ideas, any reasons, like anything you want to add to this, please feel free to do so. I would like to create like a list video for this channel on this topic. So if you guys have got ideas, throw them out there. I would really like to see them. But my third, and I think for me at least, final talking point on why I primarily am only going forward purchase Nintendo exclusive games for my Nintendo Switch is this one. Oh God, and I hate saying this. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it all in caps though. Drift. Okay. So drift is kind of like this is something that they were talking about a while ago with Joy-Con drift, and it does still happen sometimes on my Switch where you know you're pushing the joysticks and everything, and sometimes they will just get stuck in a particular direction. So you'll be playing, or you'll have your Switch screen up, and then suddenly the cursor will just start drifting up, or to the right, or left, or wherever, and it can really make an issue out of doing anything that requires precision. That's a big issue for gamers like me. So I can you guys hear that? I'm sorry. One of my housemates is watching wrestling and he's getting really excited and he's yelling, and I can hear him. I hope you guys can't. If you can hear him, please tell me. Please tell me if you can't. I don't know. Um, but I really wish he'd just close his door when he does this. So, in any case, I would say that that's one of the big things that has really kind of gotten under my skin with regard to the Switch. I think that Nintendo products used to be so sturdy. The original Game Boy was apparently just a wonder of being childproof in terms of being handled roughly. The original NES controllers were the same way, and it just seems that over the years things have gotten worse. And so I really just kind of wish that they would apply more quality control to their hardware. Um, Now, I will say that ever since I've gotten a Pro controller and then hooked it up to my Switch, a lot of those problems by and large have gone away. However, that's a $70 solution on top of already purchasing a $300 system. And then you guys have heard about the Nintendo Switch tax, right? Which I guess I could go ahead and put that as number four. Like this is not something that you should have to pay $70 to do. And some people have told me, well, I sent Nintendo my Joy Cons in and they fixed them and they sent them back. Well, that's fine, but how long did that take, and how long did you have to wait for them to do that? Why could they not have done this out the door? I really feel like they would have built up they wouldn't have built up goodwill, but they wouldn't have lost so much goodwill if they had done some basic quality control and then just made it so that they had a good product. So with that said, drift. Drift just kind of bugs me sometimes. All right. Uh Number four, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the Switch tax. All right. And anybody who has a Nintendo Switch, you know what I'm talking about here. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that up, the Switch tax. So Nintendo, with all due respect, and I love them for the products that they put out, all right? Nintendo gets a little big for its britches, all right? They will put out a new game, they will set the price point at 60 or $70, and 5 years later, you will probably not be able to find that game for a dollar cheaper, okay? They also will go ahead and charge you full price for or much more than some games for other systems, simply because they know that they've got the only you know portable console hybrid on the market, and can well they used to at least. I guess the Steam Deck kind of does its thing now, but anyways, they've gotten really good at just keeping that price point really high, which is infuriating to people like me. I would like to go and purchase their remaster of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I am not paying $60 for that game. That game is from the Nintendo Wii era, okay? I don't care how good it is. I'm not paying more than like $40 for that. They want at least 60. I'm not doing it, you know? Um, and yeah, like that's just one of the reasons that I'd considered buying Dragon Quest Builders for the Nintendo Switch. They wanted $60 for it, and this game at the time that I was considering purchasing it was not new. It was a few years old, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm never going to do something like that. Um, so yeah, the Switch tax, especially for Nintendo native games. Okay, all right, it's your own ecosystem. I'm still not going to purchase a 10, 15-year-old game for $60 though. At least not unless you do a really, really high quality remaster of it. Which you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna argue over Skyward Sword though. It's just I'm just not gonna pay that kind of price for it. If I find it on sale for like about $40 or less, then I will purchase it because I've never played The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Never played it. Um, so I would like to, but not for $60. No way. No way. And again, for other cross-platform games, they're just like, oh, you want it on the Switch, huh? You want to be able to take it on the airplane with you and play it whenever you like. Okay, you're paying full price. No, 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 not while I live and breathe. All right. And at least for right now, it's kind of all I can come up with in terms of just stuff that I reasons to only purchase Nintendo exclusive games for the Switch. So, um, anyways, if you guys have any other reasons why you would only purchase or why you would not purchase cross-platform games for the Nintendo Switch, you'd purchase them for another system. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear your reasons. I would like to try to make a video on this topic for this specific channel, as opposed to my main one. But if you have ideas, if you have perspectives on this, please let me know. Otherwise, I mean, I'll do more research. I'd like to ideally make like a top 10 list for this, but I I've only got 4 reasons, and I think they're all good reasons. If people have got more, then please let me know about them. So, all right, okay. And not too much else to talk. Actually, you know what? There are one or two other things we could do. So let's go ahead and talk about those things right now. So, guys, and I just knocked over the webcam, which is, of course, is going to screw up my setup for tomorrow. Oh, well, I'll fix it when I need to. Okay, so as you guys can see, I've got a bunch of Nintendo Switch $10 eShop cards. I actually just went and got another one from GameStop this weekend. And I think this is going to be number 9 for me. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go and add that balance to my account. I have not, excuse me. Hold on a second, guys. I've been getting this buildup in my throat and it's affecting my voice and I don't like it. And I'm going to see if I can cough it out real quick. So hold on a second. Okay. All right. I don't like that. I do not like it. Okay, there we go. All right. Hello, Jojo. How you doing? How is the little cat? She is fine. She is actually right behind me right here. Although she is on the floor, so you can't see her. But I'll pull her up real quick. If she'll let me. Hold on. Trouble. So here she is. Being a sweetie, she was laying on the floor behind me, and she's already done being picked up. She is by and large not a fan of being picked up. She tolerates it from me for a few seconds, but there are other members of the household that as soon as they pick her up, the claws come out, and she's like, I do not want anything to do with this. And so the fact that she tolerates it from me at all, she is is a big sign that she loves me. So Trouble, thank you for letting me pick you up even for a few seconds. I appreciate it. So um oh god, guys, I would really like to get one of my channels monetized because I've got an emote that is called Here Comes Trouble, and it features trouble on it, and I really want to use it. And it's only good as an emote, and until I get my channel monetized, that's just not going to happen. So all right. Anyways, so I think what we're going to do, I'm going to take a moment here and we're going to see if we can get the switch going. And I don't know if you guys, I don't know. I don't know if you guys need to see this, but what we're going to do once I get everything going is we'll go on the eShop because I've got a balance, and I think I've got like because again I've been going to GameStop every month. I'm like a member for GameStop, and it's like they give you a $5 gift every month. And so what I do is I go in and I purchase a $10 Nintendo eShop credit essentially. And I think I've been doing that for like 9 months now. So I think this is like number 90 or number 9. And so I think it's going to be like $90 worth of balance. So let me just go ahead and get myself signed in. Give me a moment here because I got to sign in. Okay, and is that it? I can never remember my password. Okay, apparently I do remember my password. So, all right, and then we're going to go to enter code, and I think I might be able to just share this with you since I'm already logged in. I think I'm fine to do that. So give me. Oh wait, I can't do a share. I cannot do a share. Well, hold on. Share screen. Application window. Entire screen. It does not recognize my Elgato. Oh my goodness. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, hold on. Video slides. Let's try extra camera. Okay, I need to upgrade to the paid plan for StreamYard to do an extra camera. Your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon in your address bar to allow access, then reload the page. What? What does that even mean? Ah, crap. Hold on. I activated OBS without meaning to, so I just shut that off. Yeah, no, I've got it. Okay, everything seems to be working okay. All right, so unfortunately, I am not going to be able to show you guys the screen while I do this. This is because I am on StreamYard as opposed to OBS. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to enter the $10 eShop credit code real quick. And then I'll check the balance. And then maybe what we can do is we can start a different stream. And then I can use OBS and then I can share you guys that screen. So let me see. And all right, and let's just go ahead and see. Is it going to put it on there? It is. I've currently got $70 on there. This is number 8. So there we go. I've got $80 in Nintendo gift shop balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no, I got 8 of these. I got 8 of them right here. So there we go. So now, what we may do is, with all that said and done, it might be a good time to go ahead and call this stream, and then I'll set up a new stream, on this channel, and I'll share my screen with you there. Okay. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And I'll hopefully see you on the next one. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye. All right. So